we'll start. Hello, everyone. Hi. My name is Chris Wink. I'm one of the co-founders of Technically Baltimore. We're a technology news site, about a year old, and we are organizing with many of you Baltimore Innovation Week, which this is a part of. Yay, Innovation Week. Hopefully you guys saw or grabbed print magazines. There's 5,000 to 7,000 of them at 150 coffee shops and retailers around Baltimore, trying to get new people to see and get embraced and involved in the technology and innovation community of Baltimore. And there's more than 50 events happening throughout the week, from a kickoff party on Friday at Penn Station Plaza with the gathering, through to entrepreneurship and investment discussions like this, like this afternoon. We're closing things with our dear friends at Startup Maryland at Under Armour on Friday, 6 to 9 p.m. Beer, wine, cocktail party, but there'll also be local technology to play with. So robotics built locally, video games built locally, drones built locally. Indeed, we'll be there. There's discussion about whether the drones can do a flyover or not. I haven't gotten clearance yet, so that may not happen. But the turf field at Under Armour could go for a good flyover, so that may happen. But the point is, on Friday, that'll be a great closing. It'll bring together a lot of these conversations that are coming together. And that's what Baltimore Innovation Week is aimed to be, kind of a broad coalescing of the various communities we've seen in innovation happening in Baltimore, from digital arts to entrepreneurship and investment to access and policy conversations, the design development, and the civic conversations as well. So that's what this is meant to be. I want to give a quick little look at today, and then I want to get to the point, and that is community leaders giving big top-level ideas for the future of entrepreneurship in Baltimore, and then wrapping that discussion. So a couple quick housewarming things. First, after about 5 p.m. when we close here, we have a reception from our dear friends at the Biopark. They are very kind to us. We'll be outside on the patio. It is beautiful, so stick around and talk about what we just heard from over the last couple hours. Thank you so much to the Biopark for having us today and for the reception. Startup Grind. I want to give a shout out to another event happening. We love when kind of conversations can merge. So 6:30 over at Loyola, Wasabi Ventures. Where's TK? Right in front of me. TK and his team are hosting Westmore for their next Startup Grind. So folks, reception, talk, go over to Startup Grind and sit and hear from Westmore. That's really amazing. Want to thank, obviously, sponsors that help Innovation Week happen. Biopark for hosting us for sure, but Tedco, Micah, the Warnock Foundation, which dropping their Social Innovations Journal this fall, and we'll hear from David Warnock later on. Howard County Economic Development Authority and the Maryland Center for Entrepreneurship. We'll hear from Stuart Gold in a moment as well. Partners are plenty, obviously, in Baltimore, so no need to belabor the point, but what's really important there. Hashtag BIW13. Get involved in this conversation if you are using Twitter, hashtag BIW13. If you want to share those ideas, get it going. And shout out to our videographer, Zephan Blacksburg, back there from ZMB Media. Thank you, Zephan, and talk to him. So enough from me. I want to hear a welcome from Jane Shaab, who's the Executive Director of University of Maryland Biopark, also an Assistant Vice President for Economic Development at the University of Maryland. She's both going to welcome us as our host, but if today's prompt was one big idea for entrepreneurship in Baltimore, we pushed Jane to kind of give her thoughts about what is next. We're at this amazing 10-year period. Today on Technically Baltimore, our lead reporter Andrew Zaleski had this great item looking at where are the hubs of innovation in Baltimore. And I love the parallels. We're 10 years. So like Jane, I may be stealing some of her thunder, but when I last met with her, she showed me this photo 10 years ago. She took to then Mayor Martin O'Malley with what Baltimore Avenue off MLK looked like. And it wasn't what it looks like right now. And it's certainly not what she wants it to look like in the future. So I think the ways places have grown are compelling, and no better steward for that message than Jane Shaab. So please welcome Jane Shaab.
Can you hear me without the mic? It's sort of our house, so I tend to not use the microphone. Really, my distinct, and I mean that, pleasure on behalf of Jay Perman, who's the president of the University of Maryland Baltimore, on behalf of a guy named Jim Hughes, who's the VP for research and the president of the Biopark, and our own staff and our colleagues here and our wonderful tenant companies, some of whom are in the room today, just to welcome you all and say how very pleased we are to be included in this community. as people who are clustering biotechnology for the most part because of the nature of the business and the work at the University of Maryland Baltimore as a leading academic medical center, sometimes we get left out of really, the fast-moving, charging, every day a new idea, tech community here in town. We want to be in it. We want to be part of it. I know our companies want to be looked upon for what they are, very serious but very creative, scientific, biomedically focused entrepreneurs, and many of them are going to come downstairs and join you at 5 o'clock, and if you don't know them, our pleasure to introduce you. So just the warmest welcome I can possibly extend as an Italian American, I extend to you, because my real name's Matriciani, not Shaab. That's my German husband. So welcome to BioPark. Come back often. Anything you learn about us or read about us today, we are open door, and we really are huge proponents for and hopefully significant supporters of all that you do every day. So that's my welcome. I have the opportunity to just make a couple of comments. It's going to be real fast, and I tend to talk about place as a driver of innovation. So I want to first say, when you look across the street and you look at 70 acres of an academic medical center, the professional campus of our state university system, you may not right away think hot drive and innovation. You may have read the paper last week, and you see that, and maybe you did not notice, but I'll bring to your attention that we broke ground last week for a 400,000 square foot, $305 million new university building that will be filled with research and development, predominantly by the schools of pharmacy and medicine on our campus. What in the hell does that mean for innovation? What it means is the president of this university and the deans of the School of Medicine, Dean Reese and Dean Eddington in pharmacy, while that building's being built, if they are going to deliver what the expectation is, there will be at a minimum 185 new Chamberlain scientists who are under great attraction to many places around the world, coming here to West Baltimore Street and working in that building. That building is a tool. That building lays down a responsibility to the president, the dean, and the other leadership on the campus to bring more talent to Baltimore, to build this enterprise here, to really keep this going. So some things look static, some things look like, hey, they did a great job lobbying, they got the money they need, they're getting this new building, and so the campus grows. That's not the story here. The story here is what's going to happen there, and now the responsibility that our leadership has taken to make this a better city, and a city full of a bundle more of world-leading scientists. So know that. Flip it. Okay, University of Maryland Biopark. As many of you know who have been here to visit, I could go on for about 2 to 3 hours on the biopark, but in essence what we're doing here, you're in our second building, you're looking at our master plan. What we're doing here is about 2 million square feet of space, but it's for companies. It's for companies to come in and interact with, in multiple ways, the scientists that are on the campus. So the campus needs business, business needs the campus, and we're the demonstration of that. What we're trying to do here every day is build a cluster of biomedical research, bring in companies at every level. The interactions, if you come over for lunch one day or come over for one of our Science in the Cities last Thursday of every month from 5 to 7, you're going to see 100 to 200 people just getting together after work who are part of these companies, part of this campus, part of the graduate school, and just business gets done, just like it gets done here this afternoon. So we're glad for the spotlight being on us and for you all looking at this. I'll flip back to the campus just for a moment and say, what has the Biopark done for the campus? It's a different set of schools than it was 8 years ago when we got started. People are recruited to the campus now. Every recruit, deans and chairpersons of department, they bring the scientist here because the scientist needs to know that technology transfer, that business interaction has got to be a key part of the portfolio that they manage and where their growth should occur. Most of these scientists, when I get them in the corner upstairs, they've already got a company in their pocket. The kind of people that are being recruited to Baltimore, yes, they're being recruited for the key work that they're doing in their labs, but they've already got, we just got a guy from Utah, and he's got a 5-person company going on in Seattle, and we're bringing them on in, but he was recruited his own academic talent, and that comes along. So just bring to your attention this sort of dynamic that's going on here. Invite you in if there's anything here that's attractive to you, or if you would like to invest in any of our companies. We're a place that's hungry for investment, we're hungry for growth, we're hungry for talent, we're hungry for interpersonal relationships that really can grow. And Josh, what am I saying? Huh? So stand up and talk about Ocular for 1 minute,
put me on
and
the
then
spot,
I'll
Jean.
get out of the way.
I'll just say this. My name is Joshua Hines. I'm from Ocular Proteomics. Jane, we're new here. We've only been here about 5 months now, but Jane Shaab has actually been just wonderful in welcoming us here and providing all sorts of introductions to the Tech Transfer Office, the University of Maryland, to deans, to other entrepreneurs within the biopark. She's just been absolutely wonderful. It's a great place to come to work every day, and I enjoy it every day.
Okay, so place. It's not, it's us, our team, but it's the place because everybody's in this place. So really endorse the theme of today, Chris. And also invite you all back. We're getting I don't know if you know about the Red Line, the above ground, below ground rapid rail is going to link Woodlawn with Bayview. It's coming right through this biopark, so you all are going to be riding through here every day. And about, by 2020, the station is where it says future, that red building there. It's where the gray buildings are and the block between us and the campus. So we have this great also opportunity here that we're developing right now for transportation-oriented design. And then we also are working closely with our community. So the place here is changing in many ways. The place here has deep interest and deep grit. So join out with us, come back, visit, often call it your own. And thanks for being here today.